Boy, whatever you got in that cup.
Whatever you got in that cup.
Try to get the red light cup district. So look, man. First and foremost, thank you guys for coming and joining us again. Another episode of Staying Winning Sports.
Yes, sir.
I am Talib, one of your hosts.
Yep, and I'm Curtis, the other host.
That's
the
what it
head
is.
host.
I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I'm trying to tell you.
There's a lot of beholders out there.
Hey, buddy.
Seeing me.
Your mirror be like, fight back. Fight back.
I stay winning. I'm winning, I'm winning. I stay winning. I did it, I did it. I stay winning. I'm winning, I'm winning. Never losing. I'm winning, I'm winning. Or caught slipping. I did it, I did it. I stay winning. I'm winning, I'm winning. I stay winning. Yeah.
So look, right? Listen. I don't know who told Josh Allen that he could go get the nobodies. You know what I mean? The replacements, okay, and have us wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? But boy, did he light Jacksonville up.
Yeah, he balled. It wasn't just him, but he balled out as the leader of that offense.
Shoo.
4
Hey man, I apologize. I didn't mean it. I don't know who the nobodies are, but we gonna learn today.
Well, hold up. All right, to be fair.
Yeah.
One of those nobodies was Keon Coleman.
Yes.
He about to be a somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
He another rookie wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to the league.
And boy, he is.
He gonna be a somebody.
Yeah.
He gonna be a somebody.
Yeah.
What about that? What about that little dig?
It was listen, man. And here's the thing. Like,
what about Josh saying like we got guys that ain't worried about the numbers?
The unfortunate thing is this, right? Them two together,
Stephon
Diggs and Josh Allen, did make it to the AFC Championship game.
They did.
And they were 13 seconds away from going to the Super Bowl.
They were Chris Jones away from going to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
To be fair, Chris Jones, he won that game in the final frame.
Yeah. So
before that, they were balling.
Right. So it wasn't like they didn't have success. No, they had success. But the reputation of Stephon has been, even when he was in Minnesota, that he was an eye guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it showed up again, right? Now here's the problem. You be an eye guy for too long, you become the number 2. Because that's exactly what he is as a Texan. Yeah. He ain't the number 1, he's the number 2. So listen, Josh Allen is a great quarterback. He is clearly Superman in some regards. When he on fire, you can't defend him. You can't defend him.
One, he's a big boy.
Yes.
He's not built the same as Lamar Jackson.
No.
Lamar Jackson's built for speed. You see it. He's shifty, shakes you, and he's gone. Good luck catching him.
Turn on the Jets.
Right. Josh Allen is more, he's like Ben Roethlisberger, but with a cannon.
So I'm going to say this. I think he has a stronger arm and he's more accurate than Cam Newton, but he's the Cam Newton.
That's fair. I don't know if he's as fast.
No, I don't think he's as fast.
Cam turn the corner on you.
Yeah, right. But I think he's in that same type of athlete.
He might actually be a little
bigger. I think Cam is big. I think Cam is 6'6". I think Josh is like
both listed at 6'5".
Okay.
But I'm talking about
you about like stature?
I'm talking about when no boys hit you. Both of them can hit you. Both of them can run you over.
They run you over. Yeah, but
you got to
Josh and Cam, have mercy. Them boys, linebackers and safeties and corners don't want to see them.
You know who Josh Allen reminds me of?
Who that?
I mean, I think Cam is a great comparison.
Yeah.
But another guy. Josh Allen is what Tim Tebow would have been if he was a quarterback.
But bigger.
But taller. Yeah.
And throw better.
Well, if he was a quarterback.
Well, yeah, he's a tight end, right? I don't know what he is.
He's an analyst now, but
he is top 5 college football player of all time.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And he's probably a top 10 athlete of all time.
I would say that too. Yeah, he's special. He was special.
Yeah.
But yeah, Josh Allen, man, and with all due respect to the wide receivers, I promise you, we will learn your names. But for today's show,
you're the nobodies.
You're the nobodies. Okay,
the nobodies.
The
now,
nobodies.
Jacksonville's butt.
Right now, Buffalo. Truth be told, the Buffalo Bills, the Minnesota Vikings are looking like the 2 best teams in the NFL.
You think so?
They both 3-0, and they both dominated most of the 3 matchups that they had just about.
Yeah.
I think Minnesota had a tough game this past week, but Buffalo been railroaded everybody. Now they're going to have a test this week when they play Baltimore, but you know what? Baltimore's defense is not the same. So I don't know.
Right.
We'll see. This might be a matchup of
Baltimore is surprisingly 1-2.
correct.
That's
This
this
is going to be an interesting game this week, but man, I'm surprised at Buffalo. I'm surprised at what he's doing, and if he could keep it up right now, he's on pace to win the MVP.
It's really early in the season. You know, we talk about 17 games.
Yeah.
We're just finishing week 3.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of early to talk about it because think about it like this. Last year, at this point, you know, we knew the Eagles were everything that they were supposed to be, and we should talk a little bit about them too.
Woo.
But we knew the Eagles was everything. But by the end of the season, it was the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And so
Cowboys stay steady.
I say you can't really sleep on the Cowboys because they've already shown you they started the season with a 40-point blowout, shutout of the Giants. So that helps.
Yeah.
But they did have some challenges along the way, but then they kicked in again. Probably the second time they played the Giants.
They play them tomorrow night. Okay.
It ain't gonna go the way you think.
I'm just saying,
It
right?
ain't gonna go the way
If
you
you're
think.
gonna keep talking
It
big,
ain't gonna go.
put
the way
some
you think.
money on that thing.
Bet.
We got lunch.
Bet.
I got us winning
Bet.
by 3. That's what you get.
So I got y'all not winning.
How about that? We
I don't care how we win. I
Cowboys
got y'all
Giants
not
tomorrow night. Cowboys win by 3.
Well, depends.
Oh what?
Y'all pick up a running back?
No, because y'all ain't got a quarterback.
Y'all losing. Our quarterback played one bad game this season.
Well, he gonna play another one tomorrow.
One bad game.
He gonna play another one tomorrow.
Okay.
You heard what I said.
What
Cowboys by 3 tomorrow against them lonely Giants.
Your quarterback better be magical.
He
'cause
better be.
He gotta throw the ball 50 times.
He do.
My
He
quarterback don't
never
have to.
lied. But look at here. Let me tell you another quarterback on the low.
Yeah.
That I believe this was all set up. Okay, the Illuminati
There you go.
set this up.
All right, what's your
Okay.
conspiracy now?
All right,
Oh,
they knew Russell Wilson was cooked and baked. Okay,
yeah.
they put him in the oven. They took him out. And they put him on the shelf. They said, "Look here, bro. We just gonna use you as a poster child because Justin Fields is our quarterback of the future, and they are 3-0, and he gets better and better each week."
Let me tell you, man, Mike Tomlin. I think Mike Tomlin is arguably 1B best head coach in the NFL.
I'll say yes because
Andy Reid.
absolutely we got to give Andy Reid his flowers. We ain't gonna play no games with that.
1A, 1B.
Mike Tomlin, boy, he is just a winner.
But here's what he's like. Look at what he set up right now. He got Justin Fields every week playing for his job. Most quarterbacks don't feel that type of pressure. Justin Fields is playing for his job so long as Russell Wilson is sitting there on the bench ready to go.
When have we ever seen black head coach, black star quarterback, black backup quarterback?
Never.
Right.
Never.
And guess who has created that first ever in history? Mike Tomlin.
Well, he earned a job, first and foremost. He continues to earn a job every season. I don't think you can question his abilities as a head coach.
Oh, absolutely.
But I don't know who made the decision to bring in both of those quarterbacks, to trade for Justin Fields,
Right,
and bring in Russell Wilson.
Right.
You know, I want to see Russell Wilson in his career on a high note.
I do too.
But he got to outplay the young bull that's out there earning it every week. Justin Fields is getting better. Russell Wilson's on the back end of his career.
Justin Fields got a bad rap in Chicago, right? And we gonna segue right into what we gonna talk about.
Oh, here you go.
Okay,
There you go.
Justin Fields was a baller
Yeah,
in Chicago,
yeah.
but because of where
Yeah,
he
one good
was, he did.
Yeah.
But because of where he was and the structure of that organization and the team building part, he looked worse than what he was according to the numbers.
That's fair. Chicago's a poorly run organization.
Right.
That's alleged. And then
now
yeah,
we got the all hype machine.
no, that's not all hype.
apparently right now is looking like hype.
Oh, that boy bad.
Bad at playing quarterback for the Chicago Bears. Okay.
Look, they let him throw the ball this week. I know they lost. But what he put out, like 400 yards? He did so
He threw
crazy.
something like-
300 is like 300, almost
I
400
think it was
yards.
like 268.
No, it was like
it
three
was something like that, right?
It was three
But
something.
empty calories get you fat and it gets you L's and diabetes.
What was the score?
Okay, an L. I
What
don't
was the
know.
score?
I don't know what it was. I don't know what the
Who
score
they
was.
play?
Whoever they played, they lost to. Don't even know, man. You don't even know. Didn't even matter. All I know is he was salty.
Caleb Williams is who we talking about.
Yes, we are.
And you're saying he's trash.
Right now,
Okay.
according to
Fair.
right now, he's some dumpster juice. Okay,
Nah, he's getting better.
and Jayden
He's getting
Daniels put the nation on notice Monday night.
Yeah. But
Okay.
you know what?
Woo!
If you're like me and you're a Giants fan and you happen to catch him played against the Giants last week, you knew that boy was the truth.
Listen, man.
You knew he was the truth. In fact, he was so good against the Giants that I did what probably every other Giants fan did. I blamed the Giants. I was like, man, our defense sucked. They can't stop the run. So I'm happy that he showed up like he did on Monday because now, after watching the Giants dominate defensively this past weekend and watching what Jayden did on Monday, I'm like, oh, our defense is good,
Man,
but that boy's special.
yo,
He's special.
listen. Jayden Daniels looked so comfortable Monday night. Like the bright lights didn't bother him. Nothing that Cincinnati Bengals could do bothered him. Every time they thought they had an answer for him, he dropped a dime or he broke contain and he got the yardage.
Oh, let me tell you something, man, about that game. So I'm watching the game, right? And I'm watching Jayden ball out. And you're right. 100% comfortable. He looked like a vet. Like
He
the
did.
way he plays, he looks like a
Yeah.
vet. It's like the coach is telling him one thing and he's telling the coach, walk down, we going for it. We going for it. Let me tell you, man, there was a play where I think it might have been McLaughlin.
Yeah. Terry. I forget. I
think I said
the last name.
I think I said
McCurlin.
No,
Whatever.
You're off more than I am.
Whatever.
Anyway,
Terry.
saw him run like he ran one. I was fly out. What you call that?
Yeah,
that route,
it's a non-route. It's just
Yeah.
a fly, really.
well, but he cut out. Right?
Okay, so it's a corner route. Run a corner route.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Jayden just kind of whipped it
Yeah.
in his direction,
Yeah.
like tried to float it
Yeah,
over the
drop
defense,
it down.
drop it in there.
Yeah.
But he was off by about 6 yards,
Okay.
like out of bounds. 6 yards.
way out.
And I was like, man, this dude can't pass the ball. That's his problem. In my head,
Yeah.
this is Curtis talking. Like,
Yeah.
they can't pass the ball.
He don't know what he doing.
Mm-hmm. When they got the ball back
Mhm.
and they put up his stat line,
Yeah.
it showed that from a passing perspective, he had only missed one pass.
That's it.
That one.
Yes. that was the one he missed.
At
Yes.
that point in the game, I think that might have been the only pass he missed, or that was the second one he missed.
Right.
Either way, he only missed like 2 passes.
Yeah, he's got
game.
the highest percent, 91%.
91% for that game. And then look, then he did the same play on the other side, and he dropped that ball right where it needed to be.
Dime.
This wide receiver could have been hot garbage, and he still couldn't miss catching that ball.
They were talking about on the game how Terry McCurlin,
That's not his
whatever it is,
That's not
Terry.
Terry.
Anyway, he said he wasn't
McLaurin.
something like that. Anyway, that he hadn't had no touchdowns,
Yeah.
and he was saying that he was being patient.
Yeah.
You know, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That the very series, dime tutty, tutty. Yeah, put him up.
Man, I could have caught
And
that
look,
touchdown.
Here's the thing. This was so crazy about it.
Like, that joint was going to fall in his jersey if he ain't put his hands up.
And he had to play that well because Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase was lighting it up.
They turned it up. But,
That's what made it so special. It
Yeah.
wasn't as if he was just
yeah.
running up. No, it was a competitive game, and he had to go throw for throw
Yeah.
or series for series with Joe Burrow because Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase was balling.
When they decided to turn it on, it was ridiculous, bro. I was watching the game. I was like, man, I saw Joe Burrow miss a couple of passes. You know, they did like a 3-and-out a couple of times. And I was like, Talib think this guy is good? Like, he going to have a good, like, come on, man. Like, oh, like this guy is trash. He came in the next possession,
dot,
whipping that ball around. I was like, I forgot this is a champ right here. This is the dude who won in college and then took his team to the Super Bowl. Him and Jamar Chase to the Super Bowl immediately,
and almost
then got hurt.
Right, yeah. And almost won the Super Bowl.
Won.
If it wasn't for Aaron Donald, they might be a Super Bowl champion.
Right. Then he got hurt, but he showed every bit of why he's like a top quarterback in the league. I don't know where I would place him though.
So I'm going to say he's top 7.
Okay,
I'll give him top 7. Right? They ain't got a win though. Yeah. Like they struggling.
Not yet.
Right?
Well, this is what happens when your guys sit out. You know, T. Higgins was out. Jamar Chase was out.
Listen, man,
they just now getting to know each other.
Defense struggle as well. But here's dope. This is the dope thing about that game. On top of that, both quarterbacks are LSU.
Right. And Jamar Chase, LSU
wide receiver.
And Jayden talking crap, sent Malik Neighbors
correct
a message like, I'm about to ball out. Like Malik Neighbors had a great Sunday. He had a great Sunday. Jayden sent them a message before the game like, yeah, I'm about to eclipse that right quick.
When you look at these rookie quarterbacks, right? And then you look at our second-year quarterbacks, right? How one has been benched.
Yeah.
And one struggled this week in Minnesota. I mean, good Lord, boy.
Yeah.
Minnesota put a hurting on CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
And then you look at the two rookie quarterbacks that we just talked about, Caleb and Jayden, you're like, okay. And think about this. All 4 of the quarterbacks we just named are African-American quarterbacks.
That's cool.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Right? And
that's cool.
I'm interested.
I'm not overplaying right now.
No. I'm interested to see how the second-year quarterbacks we're gonna kind of put Bryce on hold right now because he is benched right now. So he's developing from a film perspective, getting his head together, figuring out how he can better his game, whether for the end of this year or next year. You know what I'm saying? But CJ is on a good team.
Yeah.
Playoff aspirations, Super Bowl aspirations.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how he develops because now the thing that we always talk about is now defensive coordinators got film, a full year film on you, so they know how to kind of defend you on what your strengths and weaknesses are.
Right.
Well, they're going to do the same thing for Caleb and Jayden. Okay. Right. So they're gathering as much data as they can towards the middle to the back end of this NFL season to begin to figure out how to take away things that he's strong at. That's when you're going to learn how good these quarterbacks really can become.
Help me out with something real quick. Who did Minnesota play in week 2? So not this past week, the week before.
I know they played Giants in week 1.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I can't remember who they played.
I can't remember either. But I want to say this. We talked about CJ Stroud at the end of last season.
Yeah.
And we talked about him coming into this season.
Right.
Like how good we expect him to be.
Right.
And for the most part, he's been solid.
Mm-hmm.
Like he picked up right where he left off.
They 2-1. They 2-1.
But here's the thing, man. Brian Flores has shown tremendous growth. Like we know he's been great, right? He's been great in his career as a defensive coordinator,
right?
But now with all of that heat and stuff like Tua saying, like, I didn't like
yeah.
Sorry, let me not make a voice about this. Tua has some real concerns about how Brian Flores communicated.
He did,
and that's legit.
That's his
and
thing.
Brian Flores said with a lot of sympathy, a lot of emotion, he basically said, like, I'm wrong from that. Right. But when he goes out and his team shows up like that, defensively, when they show up like that, I've got to take my hat off to him, right? Because, I mean, Minnesota's defense wasn't this last year.
Very true.
They weren't this.
No, they wasn't.
But now they got CJ Stroud, potential future Pro Bowler, playing poorly.
He did.
DJ played poorly, and we put it on him. We put it on, like, that's just Danny being right. Like, we put it on DJ because we know
Minnesota defense like that. But Brian Flores is behind that.
Now that we know that defense is like that, honestly, you got to reevaluate Danny, and we got to start looking at like these matchups for Minnesota moving forward. Like
they got a big game this week.
Who you going up against?
They got a big game this week
that can play against that defense.
They got a big game this week. I think they play Green Bay this week. Yeah, they play Green Bay this week. Now, and that's a division game, so it's big. Anytime you play in your division, it's a big game. You know what I mean? It's a rivalry game. It's a big game because you want to win your division.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm the first to tell you, I picked Detroit and Green Bay to come out of that division.
Right.
And I don't know right now. You know what I'm saying? But here's another one.
Yeah.
We giving flowers to Brian Flores.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that Sam Darnold would be that quarterback?
Well, whoever drafted him number 2 thought he would be that quarterback.
Listen.
He just wasn't that quarterback then.
And he done bounced around. I think he's been on 3 different teams.
This is third team, I think, right?
I think it's his 4th team.
Okay.
Right? He went from the Jets to Carolina, and I think he was in San Francisco.
Yeah. Well,
in Minnesota, all of a sudden he's found a home, and boy, he doing his thing.
Well, who did he have that was like Justin Jefferson?
I mean, how many people like Justin Jefferson if we're gonna keep it a buck?
I'm just saying, it makes a difference.
I mean, bro,
it makes a difference when you got one receiver that's eating up a lot of the defenders on the field.
So, man, I tell you, boy, that team looks impressive.
Yeah,
they're gonna be tough to beat. Especially if we're going to give flowers to Brian Flores. If their defense is showing up the way they're showing up, look out NFC teams because Minnesota ain't going to be a pushover.
Yeah,
coming down the schedule.
One thing I wholeheartedly agree with you on when you said those 2 teams are looking like the best teams in the league. Yeah. Minnesota definitely looks like the best team in the NFC. Yeah, to me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm gonna tell you
right now, but it's week 3.
The other team that was surprising that took
Darnold got hurt, so we got
okay. The other team that was surprising that took a step back, they played a tough opponent, and they should have beaten Philly. Was the Saints? Yeah, the Saints were 2-0 until they just lost this weekend.
Yeah, they look much better.
They do.
Yeah,
their defense let them down. They let Saquon, and that's not normal for the Saints defense. Normally the Saints lock in on the run, but whatever. They Saints? Know, the Saints have a good run defense.
Wait, hey, somebody pull up that Marshawn Lynch run when he was throwing. Oh, when the Saints come marching in. When he was hitting them with the stiff arm. Hey, I'm just saying. I know it's a different team now, but he was throwing them, dude.
He just went back like 12 years ago.
Yeah, but it's still Hall of Fame.
It's a Hall of Fame.
It's something to see.
Absolutely.
It's one of the best. It's one of the most entertaining runs you'll ever see in NFL history.
Listen, man, I think Jayden Daniels is going to be the offensive rookie of the year this year.
Crown him? Yeah.
I'm crowning that joker as that.
Or will it be Keon Coleman?
I mean, okay.
He got a guy that can get on the ball.
That's true. Yeah.
It could be him. It could be Malik Neighbors. He's balling out.
Yes. I think that's going to be a good matchup tomorrow night is to see how the Cowboys neutralize him or if they can neutralize him.
Neutralize your point. So, but real talk though, Jayden Daniels as potential offensive rookie of the year is a good call.
Yeah, I do. I think like the one thing that makes him to me stand out isn't just the fact that he's a combo running and passer. His confidence.
Yeah.
Like he don't seem rattled about anything, right? It don't make a difference what you throw at him. He's been steady. You know what I'm saying? So we got a long way to go.
We'll see.
You know what I mean? Because I'm going to tell you, we mentioned this earlier, right? As far as Buffalo being 3-0, and they are looking like legit best team in the AFC right now, and that includes Kansas City.
Yeah, well, like I said early, because KC didn't look as great last year either.
Correct.
And then what happened?
But I'm going to tell you the team that's sitting back lurking, I know this is crazy, is them Jets. They 2-1. They still got that bad man.
Their quarterback has nothing left to prove.
That's true.
But Garrett Wilson, to me, is still, is he really a wide receiver, WR1?
Yeah, he's a WCW employee. He jump off the top ropes.
Is he still your number one receiver? Is he a number one receiver?
Yeah, I think he's the one receiver. I do. So? Yeah, I think he is.
Okay.
I mean, and there's times when it flashes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When Aaron Rodgers said, you know what, that's it. I'm gonna give him the football and he do his thing. Now he's on the small side. So if you're able to get their hands on him, you can kind of slow him down. Yeah. But if you don't get your hands on him, he is gonna cook you. And it's kind of similar to he's got a similar frame like Ocho Cinco.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Ocho is different though.
Very much.
He was different.
He was.
I mean, his route running,
Unreal.
He talks about it still to this day. Like, I'm the best route runner ever.
You know what? You don't want to see me in that phone booth, sucker.
He right. Ocho could move.
Yeah, but I mean, when we just talk about
So
Baller.
I gotta watch a little more to see like what's special about Wilson. He catch everything you throw at him.
He tough,
But
man.
Aaron Rodgers also put that ball in play. Like Aaron Rodgers will throw you open.
As great quarterbacks do.
Yeah.
As great quarterbacks do.
Yeah, but I mean, even in tight windows, he'll throw you open. He'll say
he will protect you and he put the ball where it's supposed to be.
That's true. Like I don't see him get his receivers punished as much as some of these other good quarterbacks.
Or they make business decisions when they got a trash quarterback.
I haven't seen that either. I see wide receivers still go for it.
Yeah.
And then they curse their quarterback when
absolutely
they get lit up.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man. I say A-Rod, but Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is the truth. There's no ifs, ands about that.
Yeah.
He does have the Jets sort of in that picture, but it's early.
No, it is. It is.
And I honestly, I'm a reserve.
We have to, though. We have to reserve until they play each other. See, because that's when it really matters. See, right now, like, I don't know what quarterback has Josh Allen beat this season that he look across on the other sideline and say, all right, I got to have my A game because this guy can beat me.
So, all right.
You get what I'm saying?
Have played quarterback.
Okay.
I just got to trust your instinct on that. Or,
because it's a different pressure.
Or can I say, maybe you pay too much attention to the other team's quarterback because you can't do nothing about the other team's quarterback. Yo, all you can do is play your A game.
Listen to me.
Every time.
I agree with that, right? But this is what goes on in the back of your head. All right. As just basketball players, right? If you know you matching up against a dude that can break your ankles, hit you with the fillet, you know that's possible, okay? You know it's possible.
I've only played against one guy like that.
Hey, wait, what did he do? What did he do?
He broke my ankle.
There you go.
Hit him with the fillet.
Let me get an ass rip.
Hey, but the second time I played him, he was all jump shots, all jumpers.
But you know that. You look across, and when you say Buffalo against Kansas City, I don't care what nobody say. I know who I'm going against. Patrick Mahomes is on the other sideline. All right, we have to score touchdowns.
Right, but shouldn't you go to every game like that?
Yes, but it's no different than big matchups. Like us as fans crave the big name matchups. Guess what? As a competitor, you do too. And the reason why
not matching up against other quarterbacks,
it's not even about
like nobody even tracks that stat really. Like oh, he's 3-4 against the other quarterback. No, y'all never match up against each other. It's not like you guarding his best receiver and he just like
it's the same. I promise you, it's the same way as a 96 Chicago Bulls going against a 96 Houston Rockets.
Here's the thing, man.
Akeem and Jordan ain't matching up. But you know you got Akeem over there.
But they're on the playing
at the same time. I agree with that.
With the quarterbacks, they're not.
That's true.
Right? Like, so I respect when the Manning brothers say like the best player they played against was Ed Reed. Because he's out there picking you off.
Oh yeah,
he's out there like reading you, watching you. Then he's making a read and making a play,
right?
And you got to deal with him directly.
That's true.
But I never hear them say the best quarterback I played against because they didn't play.
I agree with that.
Quarterback.
From that perspective, yes, I agree with that 100% because it was the same thing with even with Peyton Manning. He knew Ray Lewis. Hey,
you got to find him.
Hey, where he at? Right. Find Ray, find Ed.
Right.
We don't care about nobody else. You better find those two. It's the same thing with the classic rivalry with the Tennessee Titans with Eddie George against the Baltimore Ravens and Ray Lewis. They knew we gonna hit each other all game long.
Yeah.
If I can break your will, we gonna win this game.
Right.
So yes, I totally agree with that.
Offensive matchup.
Totally agree with that. But I also think in the back of these quarterback minds, and if I don't put up 6 points, my head, this joke definitely gonna go down there and put up 6 points. I think that happens too.
Yeah, and I could see, somebody like Peyton saying like, I'm not gonna let Tom Brady's legacy
absolutely
be better than my legacy.
Listen,
and compete at that level. But I don't think he's going out there against New England thinking like, what time got? What time?
No, I'm not saying yes, but I think like this fourth quarter, it's 4 minutes left. We got the ball.
Yeah.
Right. We're down 2.
Yeah, you don't want to get a ball back to
No, at all. I know we're over there. We going to get it. We going to wait all this clock, and we're going to kick the field goal to win, or we're going to score a touchdown. That's how we think. You get what I'm saying? That's what I mean by that.
We're going to die or survive with the ball.
Period.
Yeah.
Because we definitely ain't giving that ball back to that joker.
Not even with 15 seconds on the clock.
We don't want none of that smoke because we know what he's capable of.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by thinking about it from that perspective. No, he's not going against
the game, accordingly.
Correct. Yeah, because I understand who on the other side, he knows what he's doing too. You know what I'm saying? So I think Josh Allen, when he sees an Aaron Rodgers on the other sideline, he know what he's capable of. He understands that, sure, I'm going against the Jets defense. I'm going against Sauce Gardner and the big boys. Right. Yes. But I also know in fourth quarter time, if we ain't got enough points on the board, that joke over there going to make sure he puts some points on the board. That's what he's known for. So I think that's going to play a bigger factor.
Or he's gonna eat the clock up.
Absolutely.
With smart play after smart play.
To keep me from getting on the field to help my team win.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So it's going to be great to watch. And these great quarterback matchups, these great teams with great quarterbacks in the same conference, in the same division. Because boy, listen, you want to talk about some box office. That Steelers-Ravens game with Justin and Lamar, well, that's going to be fun to watch. Like, forget all the rest of the games. I want to see what these two quarterbacks are doing because this is, you blink and somebody that ran for 80 yards. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Or if you blink, Derrick Henry done smashed C.J. Watt in the ground with a stiff arm. Like,
or he reached in the audience and pulled Josh Norman out of retirement.
Hey, so look at your soul. I mean,
before we wrap up, man, I want to shout out Saquon.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a Giants fan, it hurts to see him balling out in our division.
But also congratulations to him at the same time.
He's balling out in our division. And because we were talking about smart plays, I want to call out Devin Singletary for not scoring a touchdown so that the Giants can get a win, secure a win, instead of going there for his second touchdown of the game.
Right.
And, basically putting up some good fantasy points for everybody, whatever.
Yeah.
Smart play, probably goes a little bit unnoticed when you see Saquon balling out like he did in, the other weeks. Yeah. But, it's working out for both teams right now.
Saquon is a problem. If Saquon keep this pace up, he better be thrown in the MVP conversation. I don't care that he plays running back. He is having a great start of this season.
CJ McCaffrey was in the conversation last year. So Saquon's having a better start of the season.
Correct.
Than what we've seen.
If he can keep up this pace, he has got to be considered the most valuable player one of the most valuable players because he makes that offense look different.
Sure.
I mean,
he's carrying it.
Listen, that long touchdown run.
Yeah.
When he hit the hole, the DB was here. He just did like this, and he was 12 yards in front of the dude.
And to be honest, I've seen him run faster on the Giants. Yeah. He didn't have to. I think he could have stretched even more on that guy.
He walked away from
it. It was like once he made that turn, he looked at that dude, and I think he saw the lack of confidence in that DB. That DB was like,
I ain't gonna catch this dude. He just turned that little touchdown. I said, good God Almighty, that boy walked away from him.
Yeah, man.
So man. Yep. Big game. What's the score tomorrow?
Tomorrow, 14-17 Giants. Let's go.
Lunch? We got lunch on it?
Lunch on it.
You heard what he said, y'all. Hold him to it. You know it's Stay Winning. We in the building. Find us, staywinning.tv. Like, subscribe, share with your grandmama, your granddaddy, your uncle with the hat like this. Share with all of them.
I have my sandwich here on the table.
Fried bologna and cheese. Nah, you better give me a better lunch than that. Wrap us up, man. Do your little thing. Hey, man, you know what we're about to do, right? Everybody, on 3. 1, 2, 3. I
stay winning. I'm winning. I stay winning. I did it. I stay winning. I'm winning. Never losing. I'm winning. Or caught slipping.